River, they try spoil the good image where Cross River gets. So now them they engineer all these things. So now for now, the youths of Cross River to stand up say we're not gonna allow our road to spoil. You see carnival what they do every year, so if our name spoil, that carnival don't stop. And you know the benefits where Cross Riverians they get when carnival they happen. Small benefits, businesses where they move, so many things where they happen. We know one made that kind of thing happen for Cross River. So now the youths of Cross River will pass the message, tell our fellow youths. So we know say yes, Nigeria never better, but together we feel make them better. And the complaint where youth will they complain, say NSAS, our leaders don't hear. We know say it no be only to NSAS, now to NSAS and also create jobs for our youths, also create opportunities for our youths. Our leaders don't hear. We where they represent me. As we go Abuja, we go talk to them to see how they fit do things to better for us. But una go help us. May we stop all those looting things and destruction of property.
I will hold this place.
Gonna hold the place well.
One of them will cut him with the gun. This front first. This front first now.
Give 15,000 and you go and make it. 50,000.
No, no, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
It's no great. 65,000.
Okay, then give me your phone number.
Okay.
And here we grow up as children.
Correct.
So as soon as they so tomorrow one person fit from here become president, become governor, become anything. And how you carry yourself, take your book seriously, take your academics seriously. So we wanna try, we wanna protect this community, may it not spoil, okay?
God bless you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The honorable member.
Women una dey. Are youth. Ignorance are youth and women. The reason why I come here today now to come tell una thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for say, despite everything wey dey happen for Calabar, una stand una ground,
Yes, sir.
protect una selves and the property
Yes,
we will
sir.
get for here. You see, the people where they instigate crisis, say we will go destroy houses. Now people wey no from Cross River State.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cross River State now the most peaceful state for Nigeria.
Yes.
Now the only state where, as I deal with my colleagues, when trouble start to burst for Abuja, some of them say, come, we won't come Calabar. We won't move our family, come Calabar. Because we know say when we dey Calabar, we go dey safe.
Exactly.
Now the plan where so many people been get, because Calabar, as you see so, anytime where problem dey Nigeria, everybody they think of coming to Calabar because they will be peaceful. That's not the only asset where we get as a people. Money we no get. When they share money state by state, now Cross River they get the least
Okay.
of all the money.
They can never know.
But the only thing where we get now the peace where we get. If we sacrifice that peace, we will lose everything.
That is it.
Some of our brothers way from outside Cross River, as they come to tell us, say, may we go burn this, go destroy this, may we not stand up tell them, say, nah lie.
Yes, sir.
Carry us, go your place, we go burn.
Yes,
For
sir.
our own place, may we leave them, may we no burn. Because if they burn, they destroy. If they come out, now I go remain with things we come they suffer again.
Yes.
We know say government supposed do plenty things for una, and people don't protest. Government don't hear. We self don't hear. As we dey go back Abuja, we go try our best to see how we fit provide for una.
Yes, sir.
We go dey more in touch with una.
Amen.
As we dey come so, we go dey sit down with una dey more.
Yes, sir.
Know una problems.
Yes,
So
sir.
that we fit solve those problems.
Yes, sir.
We don't hear una.
Yes,
But
sir.
for now, may una stand on our ground.
Yes,
Say
sir.
no to destruction for
No
Cross
to
River.
destruction.
Yes, sir.
Nobody go burn anybody thing. Nobody go thief anybody thing. Nobody go destroy anybody thing.
Yes.
But una know say una get leaders who una fit talk to.
Yes, sir.
They go listen to una.
Yes, sir.
And the problems we una get, they go try to solve them.
Yes, sir.
You see, the thing we una get to also understand, we say no matter how government good, it cannot solve all the problems.
At all.
Because the money where they come no reach to solve all the problems. The only thing we wanna go use as yardstick to judge be say this government they try.
Right.
No be so.
It's so.
Even if all the problems never solve, say if they try. Now something we wanna go use to encourage them. The governor we will get today, Benayade, he they try.
Right.
He they try his best.
Yes, sir.
As the small money they come, he they try. He don't employ people. So many people, he give them jobs. He give appointments. He give a lot of people, and he they try. The ones where he never do finish, we will tell him, say make he try to do those ones again.
Yes, sir.
So even as he never do all, may we be patient with him.
Yes, sir.
May we be patient with our leaders. May we find way they talk to them. And the talk we don't talk, our leaders don't hear.
Yes, sir.
As I come, so all I come to do now to say thank you.
Thank you,
Say we
sir.
must stand up, protect this area.
Thank you,
Make
sir.
sure say as we dey hear say they destroy for that area. For this occurrence, they no destroy everyone.
Yes, sir.
That one reach to thank This matter no be PDP matter, no be party matter, na community matter for all of us. May we protect our community, may our community fine. May we continue to encourage ourselves to develop our community. I was talking to the youth leader, and I told him, I said, as a member of the House of Representatives, they do empowerment because my area now Bekwarra, Obudu, Obanliku.
Yes.
They do empowerment for Bekwarra, Obudu, Obanliku. They create jobs for Bekwarra, Obudu, Obanliku. But be say they live here, I go they extend some of those empowerment come give you now. I don't tell them to put their names together. Some women,
Yes, sir.
even if na bike, I give them. Some youths, even if na bike, sewing machine, and all those things we give them. And even as we dey here, I talk for phone to na senator. He don't tell him. He don't also talk to her. So now anything we senator they do, whether you from APC or now your senator they represent you.
Yes.
Anything where they do may remember the youths and women of Bekwarra.
Yes.
May remember say people like this day.
Yes.
No una see me, I say God bless una with voice. We fit talk for una. So any problem we una get through the youth leader we will talk for una. We will try to solve all the problems of this community. As una see me, I know the person where they carry shoulder. For here. We play football, we sit down together.
Another Jesus for us.
As I come here, I never talk with you now. So they happy. So now see say I be one of una own. Nothing separate me from una. And through una leaders, we go try to see how we fit do
The general.
and more things.
Arabic money.
I don't collect. As they come up from here, I'll collect youth leader phone number. And we will nominate one woman. We go also talk. I will collect her phone number. We will represent una as una woman leader. We fit develop this community. We will continue to stand on the ground. Make Cross River State better. Make it go higher. Make everybody know Cross River State as a peaceful state. Tell our visitors say una fit come here, no shaking. Nobody will do anything for this community.
We dey tell them.
I thank una as una listen to me. And as I dey go, make I just announce am because e get wetin I wan give for transport for una. Women, I will give una 50,000 more. And the leaders of this area, I will give them 150,000.
for this that you have done for the women of ignorance. Thank you, Daddy. Immaculate Primary School. Thank you, Daddy.
Youth, it might be a very good opportunity for you guys to meet Honorable Legor Idagbo in person today. Because so many people are not privileged enough to meet him. And this is today has been a very good day for you to meet him one-on-one. You might not really know this man in person or what he has did for the environment and every other thing. For instance, now I will now say, look at that road of GRA. He stood a ground from Zone 6 to GRA to put that road in order. You can see the pothole we are having here is not there because of his effort. Now this young man has come out and said, the youth, that I don't want violence. I don't want a kind of anything that will cause blood or bloodshed in the environment. And he came out today and appreciated the youth with a good amount of money, not because with the drinks and every other thing. He still gave us an 150,000 for the youth to use and make sure that there will be no violence in the environment. I stand a ground for the youth that to say that this young man sitting down here, Honorable Legor, concrete concern, this man will be our governor in this state. Problem one-on-one. See, it's a kind of a young man that does not carry shoulder. He's down and wide with us here. If it is all other one, he would have said, shift. Go away from me. Look at him sitting down here. Oh, show me any senator that will sit down here. So we appreciate him. We need to appreciate him. And then, whenever he go for anything, I think we need to give him maximum support. If you come out today that he wants to aspire for a governor, I think we should give him maximum support. Yes, sir. I love you. Daddy, you are welcome. One more time.
And we pray that this kind of thing never reoccurs again. Tomorrow, if we destroy Cross River, we will be the ones that will lose out. I was talking to some of my colleagues a few days ago, and they said with the crisis in Nigeria, the safest place to come to is Cross River State. And you can see that I'm here with my family. But the stories going out now is that Cross River State is the most unsafe place. We have Calabar Carnival, we have a lot of things that attract foreigners to Cross River. If we destroy Cross River and make Cross River look unsafe, people will not come here again. And we are the ones that will not benefit from that. So enough is enough. People need to rise up and tell Nigerians that in Cross River State, Cross Riverians will protect the state, will support our governor. He is not perfect. Nobody occupying public office is perfect. Be it governor, be it myself, be it the senator. Because the resources available are not enough to do what we need to do. But we have heard the cries of the youths. We have realized mistakes. And we are saying that going back, we'll try and do deliberate programs and projects that will empower the youth and will create jobs for our youths. The youths have spoken and we have heard. But be patient with us and allow us implement what your concerns and worries are. Let's stand together and say enough is enough. Let us protect our state. Let us protect our environment and our area. Whatever is happening in every other area, let it not happen in this community and this area again. You see the difference between what was happening in Lagos. Off it, they can hear me. The difference between what was happening in Lagos and what was happening in other parts of the country is that in Lagos, medical doctors, engineers, lawyers were the ones that came out to protest for NSAS. It was a disciplined and well-organized protest. They were cooking, playing music, they were doing barbecue. Responsible people came out with their family. There's nothing wrong with protesting. Protest is your right. In every country, you can come out and say, no, enough is enough, we don't want this, we want this. You can protest. But there are bad elements in the society that when they see this kind of protest, they try to hijack it. Do not allow the bad elements hijack your protest. If you're complaining that NSAS create jobs for youth, empower our youths, develop our community, there's nothing wrong. It's a genuine protest. But when the bad elements begin to loot houses, vandalize houses, burn cars, burn houses, that is wrong. So as we make our complaints, let's be mindful of those bad elements. So that when they try to come, we say, no, I beg, go far. When we complain, we government go fee here, solve the problems we will get. Not much what I want to talk, but if one or two people want to say something, I would be patient and listen. All I want to say is to reassure you that as far as this community is concerned, whatever the issues are, we'll try to see how we can resolve them. But moving forward, please stand up and protect life and property in this environment. I was coming from Bekwarra. They didn't touch one house in Bekwarra. They didn't touch one property in Bekwarra because of how organized the Bekwarra youths were. They mobilized themselves as people were protesting. Bekwarra youths mobilized themselves and barricaded the highway from Zone 6 and said no hoodlum will enter this area because anything they destroy here will affect us in the long run. It's a good thing to stay in a neighborhood where there are fine houses. It's a good thing to stay in a neighborhood where there is light, where there is water, where things are working. Let nobody come and destroy your neighborhood for you. You see this road leading from there, from no, not Timber Market, the hotel. Ripples. I did this road as Commissioner for Works. So the efforts I've made for this community and this area is bringing development. If there is more to be done, let's find a way to air. We can say, okay, look, can you do A, B, C, D for us? All this amounts to development, right? But let us stand up and say you cannot destroy what we have left. So I decided that I must host you little water, little food to eat and drink so that we talk to ourselves. If there are comments or anybody has any message for me, please feel free to air it. I will listen.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, Captain.
Thank you.
Lastly, the amount of people in Asari so have reached confess thank you. Just a film. I'm a personnel. They say that says, whom much is given, much is taken. Today you have called us and you have given us this. We must confess we are happy. And then, we're not given this and we did what they just called us for. Imagine this and after now. But I want to do on the words from the doctor, like he said. We, the youth, we are already prepared and we are ready. We have formed some team ready in the name of vigilante. All we need just our support. And then I know by legality, we got to register because we don't want to be operating on the ground that we are not known. Basically, like the last week I just mentioned, our street light here is nothing to write about, I must confess. 3 years ago, precisely, my compound dimension we were attacked. And the advantage was because the whole area was completely, blackout. I must confess, a few neighbors came around to support. It was, of course, it was messing after that. We were able to call the support of the security men, but the signal was that based on the agreement from the national security, we were on a curfew. Of course, they could not move out. So if this group, as we are gathered here, we have our synergies like now, we can reach out. I'm sure this group will be less than 5. I'm sorry, we less than 10. And we are more than 50 here. So we can do great things. We can do it. First of all, thank you for this. And please, if you reach out to others, let's be on this one accord. We will go along with it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. I will need to take the woman that spoke, the youth that spoke, and the doctor's number.
Sir, I want to say that we really appreciate. It's not complete what you have done to us. We have people of your caliber, but none has ever done what you have done. Our people here are saying some of them are knowing each other in this community for the first time because of this gathering. So we really appreciate you today for what you have done. We have identified ourselves. I say thank you for this holiday. May the Lord continue to keep and bless you and your family.
Well, having heard what everybody has said, let me thank you again for coming to my house and relaxing, and again, most importantly, for the peace you try to keep in this community during all the crisis. Let me say I've heard you, I've heard all your requests and your demands, and going back to Abuja, we'll see how we can attract development, more development to this area.
Thank you.
Working with myself and other leaders in this area and the governor of Cross River State, Senator Professor Bentley, we will see how we can attract more development to this area. But on my own part, as a person, I know that we need to start doing certain things immediately, especially empowering our youth, vigilante and the rest. There are 2 promises I will make. For those that have been following my activities on social media and all that, and have been seeing what I've been doing for our youth in terms of empowerment and all that, I represent Bekwarra, Obudu, Obanliku. But I want to promise you that the next empowerment I will do, I will include that as a result. A few youths from here will also benefit from my next empowerment. And let me say that, having heard most of your requests, what I want to do almost immediately is to make available the sum of 500,000. But the sum of 500,000 naira is not going to be shared amongst you now. What will be available to be shared now is 100,000 for transportation. But 400,000 will be kept in a purse that concerns the welfare of Pastor so that that if you need to do distilling, if you need to empower vigilante immediately, you can take from that and make sure that this community is kept in order. But what you will have available to you now as you're going is 100,000 to pay transport. But know that you have a purse of 400,000 and put together a leadership in this community. Let me know the president, the secretary, and all that, so that they can create an account where the other 400,000 will go. And that 400,000 is seed fund that I will make sure that every other well-meaning person in this community contributes to. So that whilst other areas are having challenges, let us try and minimize the challenges we have in this neighborhood. Again, I thank you. I thank my sister that has just come for the way she has coordinated a few things in this neighborhood. Please put yourselves together, elect your leaders or nominate your leaders. Let them interface with me. I will do my best and I will make sure I attract other people to do their best for the benefit of this community. Thank you very much.